In this video, we will explore a weekly routine that you can follow to be successful in Math 081. Let's plan each week for success. You want to start each week by viewing the weekly module outline in Canvas to preview the assignments that are due for the week. Remember, each week you should go to the modules page and look at the module for the week that we are in. So let's take a look at a sample week. For week 2, for instance, this is what you will see in the week 2 module. You'll notice that the module starts with a week 2 overview. You want to start at the overview because I go into some detail in the overview about all the assignments that are due that week. I will also have a brief video in the overview highlighting whatever the main important fact is for that week, or the main goal of the week, or something that I really want you to focus on for that week. So you want to make sure that you start with the overview. And then the rest of the module gives you a step-by-step process for completing everything in order. So by the end of the week, you've met all your due dates and you feel confident knowing that you haven't missed anything. Okay, it looks like during this week we have guidelines for the practice online exam. So that is a content page for you to view. And then there's also a content page that's going to teach you how to scan and upload your written work during that week. Then there is a review content page, which reviews the order of operations, which is something that you need to review before you take the practice online exam that is due on June 9th. And then there's the assignment where you upload your written work for the practice online exam. Next, there is the link for the Let's Meet session, which is going to be on June 11th at noon. So remember, those Let's Meet sessions are 1 hour per week where I have my WebEx open for anybody who wants to join and just ask questions or get any clarification on anything that we're learning that week. It's kind of like your opportunity to get some FaceTime with me, even though for the rest of the week you're working on your assignments on your own time, because that's the flexible nature of this course. But there might be just those times where you really just want to have some time where you can ask me a question or where you can work collaboratively with your classmates. Okay, then you can see that units 3 and 4 are going to be due on June 13th, and you can access your more assignments in this content page. And then you see we have a discussion board due, share a strategy how to learn math. So in the discussion boards, you will explore certain strategies that will help you develop the habits of a successful math student, and you can share ideas with your classmates in the discussion board. Then we have a content page, which will show you how to use Venn diagrams to find the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. And then after that content page, after you go through the lesson in the content page, you're ready to do the Extend Your Learning assignment, which is due on June 13th. So by following the weekly modules, you'll make sure that you've hit every single assignment and that you haven't missed out or forgotten anything. And knowing that you are on top of all your assignments will help you feel confident and successful as we progress through the course. Okay, after you've taken a look at all the assignments that are due, you're probably going to want to focus on your more assignments. There are 3 parts to each unit in more. There's a media lesson, a homework assignment, and a quiz. You want to watch all the videos and write down everything in your student workbook. Remember, this is like your classroom. Since we don't physically meet in a classroom, the media lesson is where you're going to learn all of the content for the class. It's like your online virtual lesson. You want to score 100% on the media lesson for the homework assignment to open up. So when you go into our more course, for instance, say you want to work on unit 1, if you open up unit 1, you'll notice that the media lesson is available. Once you complete the media lesson and you score 100%, then you'll be able to access the homework. So it's kind of like a video game. Once you complete one level, the next level will unlock. So after you complete the media lesson, then you're ready to complete the homework. While you're working on the media lesson, you want to be taking notes in the student workbook. The pages in the student workbook align with the videos you're going to watch in the media lesson, and there's plenty of space for you to take detailed notes. Make sure you take notes because you're going to want to use your notes when you're working on the homework and on the online quiz. This will be your reference if you need to look back at a problem to remember how to do something. Okay, after you complete the media lesson, then you're ready for the homework. When you open the homework assignment in more, you want to work on it until you get 100%. You can reattempt a problem as many times as you want. If you get a problem wrong, you have the opportunity to correct your answer. If you're stuck on a particular problem, you can regenerate a new problem and continue to try it as many times as you need. That means every student can always get 100% on every assignment. As long as you are trying the problems, you can always get 100%. Once you get 100% on the online homework, then you can access the quiz. Here is what a homework page should look like. So you want to make sure you have either blank paper in your 3-ring binder or you have a separate spiral notebook where you do all your work for your homework. Notice how each question is numbered and all work is shown. You want to make sure that you're showing your work so that when you look back on your homework, you can read your steps and follow your steps, because that's going to be a good resource for you when you take the online quiz. Why do I have to show my work in this class? That's a question I often get asked. Well, let's talk about why it's important to show your work in any math class. Somewhere along the way in your math history, I'm sure you've been asked to show your work. But what did your teacher really mean? Well, showing your work means that when any calculation or any arithmetic step is involved, you're writing down enough so that somebody could reproduce what you did. Basically, another classmate or your instructor, that's me, we should be able to look at your work and we should be able to follow it step by step to tell how you reached your answer without having to guess or without having to fill in any gaps along the way. If I can look at your work and see your progress from start to finish without any questions, then you've properly shown your work. Get in the habit of properly showing your work. Not only is it good for someone else who's looking at your work to help you identify any errors you might have made, but it's also good for you to help you problem solve and to help you work a problem from beginning to end. Okay, once you finish your homework, you're ready for the quiz. Guess what? You have 2 attempts at each problem in the quiz. If you get a quiz problem wrong, you can regenerate another version of the problem. So you still have the opportunity to get 100% on every quiz. That means there's no reason why you can't always have 100% in your homework category and your quiz category. And if you took good notes during the media lesson and if you wrote down all your steps in your homework, then you have 2 great resources to use when you're taking the quiz. So you'll notice that the quiz becomes available once you score 100% on your homework. This course builds upon itself. By scoring 100% on all your assignments, you are reaching that mastery level learning that's going to help you be successful through the rest of the course and in your next math course. After you complete the assignments and more, you want to return to the module in Canvas for every week you want to do this to see what other assignments are due. You might have a discussion board due that week. You might have an extend your learning assignment due that week. So you want to go back to the modules. It's just like a checklist, and you want to make sure that you've completed everything that is included in that week. Okay, the cycle repeats each week. So once week 2 is done, then you're going to open up the week 3 module. So right now, only weeks 1 and 2 are published. And then as we conclude one week, I will open up or I will publish the next week. So you will have access to them on a weekly basis. And then the cycle continues. You view the weekly module outline in Canvas to get a preview of all the assignments that are due that week. That will help you budget your time accordingly. So remember that plan you were going to make and the way that you were going to block out time every day to work on your assignments. Now, when you look at the weekly modules, you'll know exactly how much time you need that week and where you want to put those hours. I hope you found this routine to be successful. Please let me know if you have any questions or if you would like any help setting up your schedule for the week. Have a great day.